Today is busy, but it's a slight different busy. Right now, I am downstairs. I'm going to start pulling orders so that way my husband, as he's dropping off the kids at school, he can drop off the packages at the post office. And then I'm heading out of town because I have a hair appointment. And in the town that I'm going to, there's a Platos Closet. So if you've probably heard for a while, we are in the process of trying to audit all that inventory back there. We're also in the process of curating more of a closet on eBay and Poshmark. And so there's some items that have just somehow managed to get out of that inventory system, as well as just returns that I haven't relisted. So I'm going to give Platos one more shot and hopefully be able to not only have them buy some of my items, but maybe I can find a couple things. Maybe I'll get a credit. I'm not really sure because I have actually a lot of inventory right now. Like, I don't even know how many months I might have on hand at the moment, but I digress. We are going to probably get a credit, and hopefully, fingers crossed, now that I know some of the items or categories that they are wanting at this Platos Closet, they will take more of our pieces. And I just figured I would take you along because I have gotten many requests about just seeing what it looks like in a day in the life of being a full-time reseller and being also a work-from-home parent. We do also have some kid activities this evening, so you're just going to get a little hodgepodge of everything, and fingers crossed we're going to get some good results when it comes to Platos today. And hit that subscribe if having this type of content is really helpful for you to be able to understand, okay, maybe this is how I can navigate creating a small business from home while managing the home life. So let's get started. I just made it to the hair appointment. I am so enthralled in what I was listening to as I was headed up here while it was blinding. I kind of wanted to just give this little tidbit of information. So my husband and I are always trying to look at different ways to grow our assets, and we love reselling. We are always going to be selling merchandise online. It is a huge passion of mine, and I love teaching you guys how to do the same. This year, one of the goals that I have for us is to learn a little bit more about credit cards. We are pretty much, other than our house, completely out of debt, which is amazing. And we want to start utilizing points to do more with our family. Another thing that I am looking into is day trading. I am a former financial advisor's assistant, so I have been learning a little bit more about day trading this year, and that was what I was listening to as I was coming up here. And I'm excited and nervous at the same time to take it on, but I know with proper risk management, it is very plausible to create a compound income that we invest. One of the things that they said, though, that I loved because it really funnels into something else I've been trying to teach myself this year, which is being more graceful on myself when it comes to exercise. I love being fit. I love maintaining a healthy lifestyle, but I've had an all or nothing attitude for such a long time. And one of the things that they said on the day trading advice today was, just because you have a bad day doesn't mean you have a bad week. Just because you have a bad week doesn't mean it's going to be a bad month. And they were creating that attitude of like, yes, you're going to lose some trades and that's okay. Do not come back with revengeful trading. Just remove the emotion out of it. And I feel like that's something that I'm really working and striving for with fitness this year. Being a mom, managing business, and doing the other things that we do within our community, it takes a lot out of me at times. And if I miss a workout in a day, I don't want to be like, well, I screwed that up, because I didn't really. I'm still strong. I'm still can go back and do a workout and have great results. And that's something that I'm trying to teach myself this year. And so I think it's kind of funny that I'm looking at doing something for business that has a very similar perspective that I have to train myself on. I believe that having that tool that I'm trying to work on learning, being implemented in multiple areas of my life, is going to really help solidify that. And that is one of the biggest things for me this year, is I just want to have more grace on myself. Oh, my hairstylist just came. Gotta go. Okay, what do we think? Do we like it? I really like it. It's a lot brighter. It might not look like it on film right now. I haven't brought anything to Platos in quite some time because I felt like every time I did, they weren't taking a whole lot. I'm learning that that is a lot of Platos. However, the last time I went in to shop with Karina, they actually had a list of their needs. And so I'm sure their needs have probably changed a little bit at this point. However, I feel like I can go in there, and if they start actually saying what they need, I can provide that. Fingers crossed, hopefully they take the items that I'm bringing. I didn't stay in there and shop for long because I'm debating on if I want to do a store credit. And by inventory, I mean, not really like I need any. So I'm going to be running some errands. I am so curious. Leave it down in the comments below if you guys have AirPods. What one is your favorite generation? Because I'm debating back and forth right now. I have the like smaller one. I think it's not the first generation, but it's like the second generation, and I'm tempted to get the new ones that are more sound canceling, but I haven't been able to try them on. And so I'm really concerned that I'm not going to like them. So I'm going to go to Target and try to run as many errands as I possibly can right now. I still also have to go to Costco, which is going to be a feat. It's going to be like a marathon. I also at some point need to figure out how I'm going to list. I'm probably going to find a coffee shop up here and list some items. Fortunately, I was able to pull items before I left. I got the AirPods. I'm excited. I did some research, figured out which one was going to be the best for my use, and this time I got Apple Care because last time I didn't, and that's why we have the problems we have right now. I got the text message from Platos Closet saying that my items were ready, so fingers crossed that they took some items. We're going to jump over there really quick. First off, let's open. I'm excited. I sing so much, I realized, on my YouTube channel, and y'all just got to deal with it because that is how I am on a regular basis. Everything turns into a soundtrack around here. They've got the cord. So one of the things that I liked about the Apple Pros, oh, looks like there's more information in there. One of the things I really liked about them was that you could charge the pad and the battery life lasts a lot longer. And if I'm doing voiceovers for YouTube, the clarity is actually really good. So I'm afraid to record when I open this because my phone might do something weird. They look nice. I've never put one of these on before, so I'm a little nervous, not gonna lie. Not bad, not bad. Wow, that sounds super weird. All right, we're gonna turn this off so I can program these to my phone, and then I'm gonna call my husband on them. Back to Platos, let's see what they got. Okay, that was partially annoying, but it is what it is. So they took 2 items out of a whole like mini IKEA bag that I had brought in, and fortunately they did have another picture of the items that they are taking, so I did get that. It just cracks me up because they say there's like certain styles and stuff that they don't take anymore, and then I go in there and I see things that are like so outdated. Like, where's your sense of like yes and no in here? I feel like you refuse things that I give you, but you've got it in your stores. And maybe that's why they refuse it, because they realize they're slow sellers anyways. And then they said, I was like, hey, can I get a store credit or is it just cash? And they said, no, we typically just do cash, but as we ring you up, if you are wanting to buy anything in here, you get an additional 18% off. And I was like, to win, I will totally do that. So I found 2 things in there. When I got up to the register, they said, okay, we'll give you 10%. And I'm like, no, I was just told 18%. And they said, well, yeah, you get 10% and then we take off the taxes, which is 8%. And I'm like, I live in Oregon anyways. The taxes should be exempt. I shouldn't have to pay for taxes. I'm learning with this Platos. I think moving forward, if there are items that I want to take to buy, sell, trade stores, I'm just going to excuse the only one that's close to us, which is in Washington, and just bring everything to Portland. There's so many other buy sell trades out there. If one doesn't take it, you can take it to some other ones, and I would just much prefer doing that. And I'm also still dabbling with the ideas of just doing resale boxes. We're definitely transforming our store at this point. There are specific categories that we want to have a lot of, and they take up a lot of space. And so I'm trying to get rid of some of the other items. I have good news. So it is a couple days later. I actually had a specific way I was planning to end this video, and then this happened this weekend. So I ended up purchasing one item at Platos Closet. It was this brand called Driftwood. I'd never heard of this brand before. This was new to me. I checked comps and the style was really good and the price was okay, especially with having that little discount at Platos. I listed them within 24 hours. They sold for $70 plus shipping. So that is $82.19. I ended up profiting well over $50 for this, which tells me that our Platos does get good items. And this is definitely worth a stop for me. When we are out of town, this is going to be probably a good place for us to stop in the future. Of course, I'm having to pay up for these pieces, so I'm going to need to make it worth my while. It's going to take a little bit more studying when I pick up pieces there. As I said earlier, not going to be probably doing any consignment with them any further. It's just not really worth it if they only take a few items. I would prefer just to take them to Portland and really get my bang for my buck out there. But I am very thrilled with this piece. This is now the second time that I have shopped in the Platos Closet and actually purchased items that sold pretty well. So it's going to be worth it to me. Let me know down below. Do you guys like buying inventory at buy-sell trade stores? This is kind of uncharted territories for me. I just started it within the last 6 months, and I'm actually pretty surprised with the results that I'm getting so far. So I will continue to be shopping at buy-sell trade stores and continue to show you guys the items and new brands that I'm finding along the way. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!